Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. As you can see, I have moved things around in here a bit because I decided that I would do that Mustang first. The Charger is there and the other 1979 Mach 1 is over there. So here we have the 2005 convertible. I decided to go ahead and work on this one first. So let's start taking stuff off of it. It's always fun working on a new mod, figuring out where they hid everything. Okay, body condition is 1%, that means I got it all. Let's get the stuff out of here. So this one actually has ABS, which is a little bit different. The last few cars I worked on didn't have ABS. I didn't look to see, whoops, yep, so there's no radiator in here, so I get to take that and buy a new one. And I imagine it has a radiator fan cover as well, fan housing rather. Yep, there it is. Oh, I didn't buy the other thing that I wanted to get. I'll go ahead and buy my fuel stuff here too. Well, for a second I thought I had a bunch of extra clips. It's just the one that I took off. Well, that's in there tight. Actually, it's going to be right in contact with the thermostat there. Does it have two fuel tanks? Is that what I'm seeing? It does. That's bizarre. What's that? Exhaust pipe B, middle muffler. Presumably there is also a catalytic converter. Pipe V8C. These things aren't hooked up either. Nope, didn't have that. So we got to go over here for the pipe. And there was an exhaust pipe also that I had. Was it exhaust pipe C? Yeah, exhaust pipe C. Oh, it's not exhaust pipe C. Good God. So it's exhaust pipe B, which I don't have here. So we have to go back over here to look for it. And there was a muffler there too, muffler V8. Okay, so we have a bunch of different fenders, I see. Oh, it's probably because, oh yeah, because it has the, this is the V6. So that means I need to make sure to get parts for the V6 version, since I'm going to go ahead and keep the V6 engine in it. Yeah, GT Celine V6, yeah. Not this, whatever the heck that is. Cervinus? I should look that up. Alright, let's lower this thing down, because this is, I'm gonna be careful to make sure I get the right pieces in. Nothing I hate more than getting the wrong things put in. I didn't mean to do that either. Ah. Let's get our other things over here. We need our other equipment. So the bench Spectre, C2 leather A, and I bet the steering wheel is a clamshell, because I don't see a, no, there it is, steering wheel 6. C2 leather A, steering wheel 6. And the bench Spectre. Okay, now let's look at the back. Right rear fender B, right rear left fender B. So rear left fender B, and that's hopefully the right thing. I just have to figure out where it goes. Oh, it's there. Okay, trunk C. I want to find the trunk and the rear bumper. Let's see, front bumper D. Trunk C, where the hell's the rear bumper? Okay, rear bumper. Trunk C and rear bumper. License plates. I wonder if it takes a front plate. I'll get two just in case, since a lot of these mod cars only have a rear plate. Okay, so let's look at the tail lights and the clamshell. Left tail light, right tail light, clamshell C. That's clamshell C. And left tail light. Okay, front clamshell, doors, rear, front left door. What the hell's a rear left door? Front right door, front left door, and a front clamshell. So here's the front clamshell, left door, right door. Left side mirror, right side mirror, those are normal. Same with the headlights. So, okay, left headlight, left mirror. There's the right headlight and the right mirror. Front window and hood. Okay. Front bumper D. Front and right fender C. There's that fender. These are the ones that have the Mustang logo. So front end C, front bumper D. Here's front end C, and I want front, no, that's the rear, front bumper D, right there. So I just need to figure out what rear left door is. What are you? Oh, it's the fuel cap. Okay. Huh? I just bought it. Didn't I? Could have sworn I just bought that thing. That was weird. I could have sworn I bought it, but I guess I didn't. No. So what do we have? We're 100%. Okay, good. Well, that was kind of a trial. So this car has a lot of variation, it looks like. Yeah, GT, Celine, Shelby, Cervinus. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look that one up. Hot Wheels. Well, it's got a hard top too, or it's got the convertible roof. What's the word I want? Extended as opposed to retracted. It's got the Shelby Cobra, the GT. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for these. It looks like there's at least 3 or 4 major variants that this car has, so we can possibly build a couple of them to see what else they have available. Let's go ahead and paint it now. This blue looks good to me. I'll stick with that. Yeah, that definitely looks sharp. I'm liking it so far. Poor thing only has standard tires on it. That looks like, oh, Typhoon, okay. Looks like it has a coil spring rear end, so that should go together fairly easily. It's always fun trying to grab the leaf spring U-bolts, though. It looks like those gas tanks have been sized down to fit in there somehow. I didn't realize that. I didn't know that was something that modders could do. Okay, let's go through these parts here. Get rid of the garbage. Buy new stuff. At least this rear end is super easy. It only has 2 bushings to deal with. Not like the coil spring rear end that has 1,000,000 bushings. I only have 2. Did I say coil spring? I meant the suspension arm rear end. That's the one that has 16. No, I don't need that yet. I need this part. Let's get rid of the gearbox stuff. For a second I thought I had 2 clutch... I do have 2 clutch... No. For a second I thought I had 2 clutch plates. And I couldn't imagine why I had 2 of them. Okay, the leaf stuff should go. And all the springs will need to be replaced. That axle is probably shot too. Let's see if I can remember all these things that I just flushed. It's gonna be... I'm gonna buy one of those. And I'm gonna need the rear, 2 of these, 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of them. I think that's everything. I hope it was shock B and not shock A. Guess I'll just nuke that. Let's try and repair what's left here. I don't think we repaired that drive shaft. Nope. Solid. Wow, we didn't repair a lot of stuff. No, let's see. Axle housing C, solid drive axle. What was the other thing? Rear axle knuckle cover? No, wheel 3. Wheel hub 3. Gearbox B, V6B. And unfortunately, we have to just sell this for scrap value. Okay, so let's look at these wheels now. Rim Typhoon. I wonder what would happen. I should have thought about this ahead of time. I'm going to have to move things around again. Oh, I guess I didn't buy. I guess I didn't buy that. I knew there was something I had forgotten to get when I flushed all those suspension parts. I'm going to put this back on just momentarily because I need to be able to move the car. Okay, move you back over here. And what I want to do here is make a note of these numbers. Pull out my handy dandy notepad here. And we'll send this back over there. And then we will try and see what happens if I do this. I have a feeling it's going to be too much. We'll try it out and see what happens. So these are 215/60/16, and they're standard tires, so we're going to switch that. One wheel by itself doesn't... I don't know. I think it's too much. I think it's too much. The car is already that color. The wheel shouldn't be the same color. Let's try chroming another one and see if it looks... well, it's going to look different. Wasn't what I meant to do. Now see, chrome always looks good. Go take that other one off and dismount it. bottom these out, kick this back over here, and then do that. At least you can mount and dismount a tire like this without risking damage to it like you would in real life. Yeah, that looks better. That definitely looks better. I actually thought about putting the Mustang rims on here, the standard Mustang rim, but this one works. I like this. Yeah, I thought about using either this. I'm probably going to use this on that other Mach 1, the 79. No, this, yeah, 79. No, so whatever the heck it is, 69 Mach 1. I'm probably going to use this one on that car, but I thought about using this one on this car. But I think the Typhoon rim works, especially chromed out like that. It's got the shock absorber A up there. I can see that. So that means it'll be sway bar A. I wonder if the engine's exhaust manifold even connects to that. But that's a V8 pipe, and this is a V6 engine. I bet it doesn't connect to it. Notice that the steering rack there is poking through the engine block too. Take a quick look at this engine. It has heads on it, so there's pistons in it. I see one rod cap, two rod caps. I don't see any crankshaft caps. There's an oil filter. Take that off because it's going to be garbage anyway. Take these out. Maybe they'll be repairable. I don't see any crankshaft caps, so I have to remember to buy those. Okay, so how many bushings do I need? I probably need 8? Yeah, 8. And let's get our brakes too while I'm thinking about it. Okay, what else? Sway bars, tie rods, the rack. I think that was just sway bar, yeah. And sway link A. Okay, and the hubs. Let's get the stuff together for the suspension, for the shock absorbers rather. Okay, so we can flush these. The tires are the same size on the front as the back, so let's go ahead and buy those. 215 60 16. Okay, oil filter I6. And let's see what we can repair here. That was it. Wow. We repaired the 2 rod caps and that was all. So let's see, front axle knuckle cover. And that was, I think, front steering knuckle A? Yes. Two lower suspension arms and a front suspension crossmember. I think this is like the first time I've ever worked on the generic crossmember, just the adjective-less front suspension crossmember. They've always been like B or C or whatever. Well, I must have left a shock on the spring thinger. Spring thinger? Yeah. So let's get this other rim chromed. And while this one is being mounted, I can buy another one, get that painted. Okay, let's see what I can get in here before it's done. Probably not a whole lot, but it's worth it to get a little bit ahead. I am in a poor position here. That's where I want to be. Inside the radiator. And let's grab our engine crane too here, because we're going to need that, and we're going to need that momentarily. I can see there that that manifold does not connect to the pipe. Eh. Need to flush those junked ones. Alright, perfect. I don't have any excess parts floating around. Cool. This car actually looks way better than I expected it to. And it still has... what did it say? What does it say this thing was? 2005? Yeah, it still has the... it still has the classic Mustang front end. It doesn't have, like the way they changed it in the later models, like the 5.0 Mustang or the Celine or the, what was it, the GT350 that I worked on has a different, the newer version of the front end, and this looks more classic Mustang before they started to really change the look of the car more. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to throw away like the spark plugs, and the camshafts are going to go in the trash. I'll try to repair what I can. Okay, let's pause at this point, and we will nuke everything that we know we're not going to be able to reuse. That means the spark plugs would go anyway, because I'm going to upgrade those. And we'll get the camshafts. And the fuel rail. Actually, I think there's two... Yeah, there's two fuel rails, right? Pretty sure there are. The water pump and the timing cover and stuff we might be able to repair. I need 3 roller A's. and the crankshaft, or the crank pulley rather. Cam gear V6, belt tensioner. Those camshaft bearings will need to go. Serpentine belt B, V6B. No, keep the head cover, might be able to repair it. The timing covers you might be able to repair. The manifold, I'm pretty sure we can get a performance version of that. Yes it is. Yes we can. There it is. Okay, let's try and repair this stuff. I think all we got is the timing covers. Yep, didn't get the head cover or the water pump. So water pump, and there's and I need I'm gonna wait because I need two of these and one of these and one of these. I never can remember which. There's 4 engine head covers for this silly thing. The heads I can replace. Let's do that. V6B engine head. Just replace those now and flush these old ones. And I should just go ahead and buy pistons and rings now. Okay, so these will just go straight into the trash. We're probably not going to get either of these back. 7 and 9% on the block and the crankshaft. Yep, they're both shot. So, we're buying new ones. V6B engine block, crankshaft V6B. Okay, power steering pump V6B, alternator, and arm. I always forget that this thing has an arm, and there's a roller that goes on it. Pretty sure it's roller B. Okay, now kind of got sidetracked there, and more things kept popping up. Get the pistons, and actually I don't think I bought an oil pan either. I think this needs the i6B oil pan. Oh, not i6B. What the heck am I thinking? V6B. I got all the way out of build mode too. I didn't mean to. It bugs me how these covers look like they're made of plastic. I mean, doesn't look like plastic, especially when you compare it to the block here, or even this crankshaft pulley. And I need another roller too. I knew I didn't have enough rollers. There's going to be yeah. See, at least I knew I got a roller for that. So serpentine belt V6B. I haven't built enough of these V6 engines to really have internalized them the way I have the V8s. And that's manifold V6B, which is this. Oh, and I'm going to need ignition coils too. Oh yeah, and I forgot the thermostat that goes across the back. head cover A, head cover B. I think it's 2 A's, a B, and a C. One of these days I'm going to have that memorized. Yeah, A, B, and C. So 2 of these, a B and a C, because the head cover B is the one that has the oil fill cap on it. I was going to say, there's another half of this intake manifold that's waiting to appear, and there's a throttle that goes on it too. Starting to remember some of the bigger stuff now that we're out. Now that we're out of the guts of the thing. So intake manifold A. And this should just about do us. Yep, she's done. Just make a quick turn around the engine to make sure I didn't forget anything. It just occurred to me I don't have a starter. I know I'm going to need to buy a starter. Go away. Thank you. Gearbox, drive shaft, starter. I wanted to make sure it wasn't just a regular starter. It does want a starter V8. This is going to be one of those ones where we have to imagine that everything lines up correctly. I mean, look. Here's the manifold, here's the pipe. There's the pipe and the catalytic converter. None of those things line up properly. I guess because they wanted to have a V6. I guess this model of the car has the V6 and they were trying to model that appropriately. But it looks kind of bad looking at it underneath. Fortunately, you don't see it unless you're really down there looking at it. There was another mod that I downloaded and went 100% across the board here. That's what I wanted to look at. Anyway, there was another car mod that I downloaded, and the exhaust pipes didn't hook up underneath properly, and it was visible from when you looked at the car from the side. You could see it sticking out all the way down to the ground, and it looked terrible. And I ended up removing that mod because I didn't want to see it again. Let's go test this thing now. I don't even remember what the horsepower rating for the standard V6 is. It doesn't have a turbo, so it's not going to be really huge, I don't think. So 300, we'll probably get 500. $536, yeah, a little bit more. A little bit more than I expected, but yeah, that's about what I was looking for, what I thought we would see. The car looks really good. I'm actually quite impressed with how it came out. I mean, really. It looks a lot better than I expected it to. I am almost kind of inclined to keep it for myself, because it just looks really, really good. But I think what I'm going to do is I will still go ahead and sell this car, and the next time I find one, and I'm sure I will, I'll build one and keep it for my own collection. But yeah, man, it looks really good. I mean, the model is nicely done. The mirror is weird. It looks like aluminum foil. But the model is nicely done. Everything looks appropriate. That gear shift looks weird, though. It looks like an automatic gear shift, but I can see a clutch pedal down there. That doesn't look like a manual transmission. But yeah, it looks good. I like it. Let's go ahead and take her for a drive here. Okay, here we are. Let's see how it looks outside. It almost looks like a matte paint job, really. When I first turned the camera, it looked kind of like a matte paint job. But it's clearly not, but it's I almost would like it to be a little bit lighter. This is like a navy blue. I'm glad that I didn't keep the rims the dark blue. I don't think that would have looked very good at all. I do think the tires need to be bigger. Maybe 17 instead of 16, because there's a big gap in the wheel well there. Maybe I'll experiment with that the next time I find one of these. So let's see what it can do here, see if I can keep it in a straight line. Looks so funny driving down the track with nobody in it. Looks like 155 is the maximum speed with this gearing. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's a V6. You can't expect much more than that, really. Top speed 160 it says we got. So that's pretty good. Okay, cool. So the car is done. It looks really good. It drives really good. I haven't actually made it. I have kind of made a point to not look and see how much it's worth. So let's see. It's worth like nothing. Wow. I think that's the least valuable car I've ever built. 34 plus 6 is 40. Call it $41,000. Boy, that's awful. Wow. Okay. I'm going to sell it anyway because that's what we do here. So, yeah, the next time I find one of those, I'm going to build it out and keep it for myself, because 41 grand is not worth really even bothering with, not at the kind of level that we're working at. So, that will go ahead and bring this adventure to a close. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again for our next adventure. Probably what we're going to do is build out this Mach 1. I'm going to move this. No, that's not what I want. I want to move you. I don't want to start assembling you. Move that over there. And I'll put the charger over here. And we'll do the Mach 1. We'll do this Mach 1 next time. What is this? 71? 69. I keep forgetting. 69 Mach 1. We'll do this next time. And then we'll do the charger at some point after that. I may even go to the junkyard again in the intervening time, just for the heck of it. So, anyway, this will be the next project. And that's that. Hey. So, on that note, bye for now.